On the night of April 15, 1912, the RMS Titanic, one of the largest and most luxurious ships ever built, tragically sank after hitting an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean. The sinking resulted in the deaths of over 1,500 people, as noted by National Geographic, and has captivated public imagination ever since. Today, I will explain the primary reasons why the Titanic sank, focusing on a combination of factors that contributed to this devastating disaster. These factors include the ship's design flaws, the human errors made during the voyage, and the unfortunate combination of natural and man-made circumstances. Fundamentally, by the nature of its design, the Titanic became an instrument of its own destruction. It was proclaimed a wonder in engineering, furnished with the latest and finest technologies in lavish combination. But it also harbored several faults in safety. The most critical design defect was the insufficient number of lifeboats. The Titanic provided lifeboats for approximately half of the passenger crew populations, but this was hardly unique in other cruises at the time. The builders of the ship found that there would not be a need for everyone to board the lifeboats if disaster were to strike, which would turn out to be a tragically inaccurate assumption. Riveted together, the hull in question was made out of relatively brittle steel plates. Britannica explains that these rivets, combined with the sudden tremendous impact of the iceberg, caused the rupture of the hull, resulting in the speedy sinking of the ship. Human error and wrong judgments also sealed the Titanic's destiny. The ship was running at a very rapid speed, in spite of an alarm from all quarters about the icebergs in the area. Captain Edward Smith and his officers received iceberg warnings from the ships within the vicinity, but the Titanic sailed ahead full-blown in a bid for record-breaking voyages. This has been condemned since its speeds were moderate. The crew would have had time to react to the iceberg. Also, the crow's nest view did not have any binoculars for the lookouts to use, hindering their ability to spot the iceberg in time. Some historians say that if they had been able to see the iceberg, the ship would have avoided it or at least reduced the scale of damages. Finally, the natural conditions on the night of the sinking contributed to the disaster. The cold, clear waters of the North Atlantic made it difficult for the Titanic's crew to spot the iceberg in time. Additionally, the ship's collision with the iceberg occurred during a moonless night, which made it even harder for the lookouts to see the danger ahead. These natural conditions, combined with the ship's high speed and lack of adequate warnings, created a perfect storm for the Titanic's fate. In conclusion, the Titanic sank as a result of more than one cause: design deficiencies, human errors, and natural events. Too few lifeboats, a weak hull, and an inclination to keep the vessel at high speed, even when warned of icebergs, all contributed to the disaster. Identifying such contributory factors endows an understanding of the very multifaceted way in which the Titanic was led to its demise. The sinking of the Titanic is a tragic reminder that technology has its limits. But that very same sinking brought about far-reaching changes to maritime safety regulations that would avoid future tragedies of this sort.